Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badham Dash. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already serve 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professionals (IGP) is the training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is gathering competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve students and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So it provides effective training and consulting to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our service locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners through respective campus location and distance learning platforms. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring and consulting, etc. On the other side, we also try to serve more than 100 premium services for like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and world knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can update all kids learning games, websites, free courses, converts, sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training, program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extended free service to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliation with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual MOA signing with many colleges and organizations has been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are consulting, prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable services. Spreading knowledge is crucial for Institute of Global Professional. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we will serve them good research and practice method. We must have a genuine concern for the learners we present. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. RGP members are committed to offering effective, best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skills levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind Don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention to your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1145 webinars successfully. Wow. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1145 webinars successfully. Wow. At present, we are going to start our program, our 1146 program named Lifestyle for Environment. And our today's speaker is Dr. Sadi Anwar. Before I hand over the stage to ma'am, want to share a little bit about our speaker. She is an assistant professor of University of Sinhal. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment to me. Invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. What about you?
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, on behalf of IGP Knowledge Seeker, wants to hear from you about you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Can I share my screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Please do inform me that is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Your screen is visible and it's also a full screen.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. Then
So,
continue your presentation.
uh, thank you, dear. Thanks a lot. Well, first of all, good evening, everyone, and hope that you all would be fine and enjoying the beautiful weather of winter in many of the countries, though in some countries it would be any other season. Today's topic is about lifestyle for environment. That is a very simple but very important topic at this moment because the way we are finding so many drastic changes all around the world, it has become very much important to talk on this point that what should be the lifestyle that we should adopt for the environment as well, because it is not only that whatever we are doing that is just related to us, but it has a great effect on other factors as well. So coming with this one, today's topic is very affirmative. Along with that one, it is very informative. And basically, I want this topic to be discussed with the young generation who thinks that being with only with technology, using the gadgets, different gadgets, and means remain out of the reach of the environment, they can be successful. Now, this is an important that the upcoming generation must know what are their responsibilities, what should they adopt, so that the upcoming era can be secured with so many things. Before starting the topic that is lifestyle for environment, let me discuss this thing that particularly what do we mean by lifestyle for environment or why it is important to discuss this matter. Life puts individual and collective duty on everyone to live a life that is in tune with earth and does not harm it. Over the last 2 decades, several macro measures have been implemented globally to address environmental degradation and climate change, including policy reforms, economic incentives, and regulations. The throwaway culture and the consumerism are deepening the climate crisis. The throwaway culture, in sense of using the plastic straws, plastic papers, polythene utensils to take away the food from the shops to the home. We are using so many things like that that is harming this way or that way our climate as well as the environment as well as all around us. It is creating a great mess. The transition to a circular economy from today's take, make, use, dispose. Economy is the need of the hour. It is a time that we should understand, that we should make it realize that what is the important task. If we are doing any activity, if we are doing any act, what will be the consequences of that act? How we are going to manage it? What things can bring these changes, or what this will affect on the society? Because it's not only the one individual who can be affected. The act of one person will obviously affect on the other personalities as well. Based on the throwaway culture and consumerism, what we have seen that COVID-19 has proved that despite mankind's scientific and technological advancement, we continue to be at the mercy of the natural world. At that time, just one disease has just made us like we were nothing. And none of the technology, none of the scientific advancements were there to help us. It was only the natural things. It was only the nature who could help us. It was a natural oxygen that can only help us to prevent us from all those factors, all those diseases, all those side effects. Today, the threat posed by unmitigated climate change is more dangerous than ever before. As the time has been passing away, it is a time that we must realize that how we can prevent ourselves along with our society to bring a beautiful world once again in front of us. A throwaway society driven by wasteful consumerism is equally culpable for the deepening crisis. Change is urgent. Change is inevitable. It's a time where we have to decide what are the things that are important for us, and what are the factors, or what are the things that need to be avoided now. It was a time when we used to think that it doesn't matter, but now it matters. After the pandemic, every country of the world has faced so many things that now it has become an inignorable things that we cannot avoid these changes. As you, I, our families, friends, societies, cultures need to change from the individual to the society level. People used to say that what will happen if I'm going to change? It is not the society who makes the individual. It is individual who makes the society. It is the responsibility of an individual to take certain steps that can implement, that can put the positive impacts on the society. As for example, that what can we do, or how this has been happening for the general information to avoid the implementing climate crisis. According to the NASA, atmospheric carbon dioxide has never been more than 300 parts per million in the last 800,000 years. Today, it is creeping up to the 420 parts per million. Ice sheets across the Himalayas have shrunk 10 times faster in the past 4 decades than in the last 7 centuries. Why this has been happening? It is what we are doing. It is the impact. It is the reaction of the actions that we are taking up. Global sea levels are predicted to rise between 2 and 6 feet by 2100, according to the NASA's satellite data. According to Swiss Re, the global economy could lose up to 18% of GDP by 2050 if no climate action has been taken. Coming with this one, how individual action is the core of climate responsibility? Just look around us, what we used to do simply. Annually, approximately 500 billion plastic bags are used worldwide. More than 1 million bags are used every minute. A plastic bag has an average working life of 15 minutes. But what we usually used to do, we bring the things in that plastic bags and we just put them mostly a day or two, and then we come to realize, or we get memories of this one. Oh, we are having that thing in our kitchen, or we are having that thing in the storeroom, and we take it out. How much what that things bring to those eatable things, or what fruits or vegetables which we are bringing in that bags, and how much pollution that they are creating, we never cared about it. An average global person wastes 2.5 liter of water in a day in brushing, bathing, utensils, laundry, etc. And we never took a part of this one, that how much wastage we are doing, how much the natural resources we are wasting. Turning off the lights, air conditions, heaters that were used can save up to 282 kilowatts of energy per day. But we used to say that it's okay if we didn't switch off the lights, if we are not turning them out, or if we are not turning them off, it's okay. But how much we are wasting it, how much energy we are wasting, we have never thought about it. 30 minutes of idling at traffic signals waste nearly 1 liter of fuel. Again, a question mark. We never thought these things. We never cares. We always remain in a hurry. We have to reach at that place and we have to be here. Just mistake of one driver or just mistake of one person, one individual can affect the whole traffic, the whole society. And we never think about it. That what are we doing? We never accept that what are the actions that have been taken by us are are giving a bad impacts on the society. Same like this, all these things which we are doing, all these actions that we are doing, all these activities that we are doing, what all these things are bringing, these all things are bringing environmental degradation. Now what do we mean by environmental degradation? Deterioration of Earth's natural surrounding as a result of excessive exploitation of available resources. Environmental degradation is a process through which the natural environment is compromised in some way, reducing biological diversity and general health of the environment. We used to say that okay, we are just using the technology. We are switching towards so we are I mean constructing so many factories and mills, and without thinking that what are the measurements that we should take, what are the policies, that in which areas we can make the factories, in which areas we can make the mills. Now even in the middle of the cities you can find so many things in so many countries. Nobody is there to ask, nobody is there to say anything about these ones, that what has been happening, how we can bring we are bringing so many disasters. It has become a major global issue this century. It is impacting the national, social, and economic landscape. Rapid economic development and man-made interferences, the natural system, are the chief reason behind this problem. We the people are we the human being are thinking that it's okay if we are doing something, like we are interrupting into the nature, we are interrupting into the almighty god's things. It is the god has made a balance to maintain, to manage this world. How we can be interrupted in such a beautiful world, and when we are interrupting it, we are destroying it, because it's only the Almighty God who has the power to control everything. We can meet the ends of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs. What we are doing is just damaging. And we are not just thinking that the acts we are doing, whatever the activities we are doing, that is bringing the environment, that is destroying the most important and the beautiful things of nature that can never be recovered. The plants or the animals that are being inhabited from their places, unfortunately, that is a loss forever. We are putting them from, we are distracting them from the nature, and we are putting them in the zoo. Though we give them the beautiful artificial nature, but that artificial nature cannot fulfill the purification, the beauty of natural things which Almighty God has given them. We are just extracting out everything from the nature and making them man. But we just forget these things, that we cannot do what the only one God can do. Now, the most important thing is the modernization. Now, why all these things have been happening? Why this degradation, environmental degradation has taken place? Why we are thinking that we are the economy has been becoming, the nature is getting destroyed. The thing is that we feel that it's a part of a modernization. If we are getting into a carbon footprints, we are getting modern without thinking this thing that we are destroying the what nature has given us, what nature has provided us, the beauty of the world, the beauty of the nature. Now, what are the impact of modern life on the environment? It is nothing that is not common. It's very simple. It's very simple to understand. It's a normal thing which we are ignoring all the time. We are ignoring ourselves. We are ignoring the society. We are ignoring the beautiful gifts of God that He has given to us to enjoy in this world. But unfortunately, we are not respecting them. We are not accepting the importance of those things. For example, modern lifestyle led to too much pressure on Earth's resources. The best example is the petroleum products. Global warming, climate change is also an effeminate of modern lifestyle. We are generating the all the things around us that it is consuming that is against the nature. We are having the solar panels. We are having generators, and we are using so many carbon around us. The thing that our carbon is a product of a carbon fuel, that we have lost the beauty of the nature. We are living in an artificial world. What about the nature? The more modern you become, the more waste you will produce, and you can easily see it all around you. Even in the underdeveloping countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, you will find so many things like this. And this has been happening. This is because we are a part of this one. We are responsible for this one. We have to accept this thing. We should become responsible for this one. That whatever is being happening, that is happening because of us. Now, it's not only that becoming a modern is affecting the society or the environment. What we are doing with ourselves is another important aspect of modern lifestyle that has changes our food habits. Sedentary jobs, comfortable but stressful life, and bad eating habits. We remain so much busy that sometimes we don't get a time to do a proper breakfast or a proper lunch. Sometimes we forget that it's not a time. We remain all day hungry, and we used to eat late in the late hours at night, and then we used to have so many troubles and hazards like blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity. The people who belongs to the medical sciences can understand this factor, that if we are having a schedules, if we are having different ways that this time is important for the breakfast. If you're not doing the breakfast, then you're doing the brunch. Then after the brunch, you must have a lunch at your proper timing. These things are the gift of nature. Everything has their time. At night, it's your resting time. You have to rest. Even your body needs a rest. That the organs need rest. And what we used to do from the whole hectic day, we come at home, we take the fast foods that it's easy to just consume. We just buy it and we eat it. And what happened? Then we become ill. Then we become like that. Oh my God, what you have done? Now we are not feeling good. Now we are not feeling well. Importance of environmental quality. The environment directly affects health status and plays a major role in quality of life because of healthy life lived and health disparities. Though this is a very important topic that need to be discussed in depth, but at this moment I have to be very much concise. Uh, People around us never think that their actions are hurting us. The people who smoke, they never think that their smoke is harmful for them, but it is harmful for the people around us. We used to see so many advertisements related to this one, that such things are injurious to your health, but do we stop the production of it? Again, it's a question mark, that you must know what is good for you and what is not good for you. Poor air quality is linked to premature death, cancer, and long-term damage to respiratory and cardiovascular system. Unfortunately, at this moment, we can find every next person who is having a different type of cancer. Such type of diseases are coming in front of us that are really, we are just shocked that how these things are been happen, or how, what type of a disease it is. As for example, if we just move ahead towards in 2020, the whole world was just blank. That what type of a disease we are facing, how we can get rid of it, and how much destruction that those thing had brought, and what that simple disease has made, that can only be cured with your self awareness, with your self production. Secondhand smoke containing toxic and cancer causing chemicals contributes to heart disease and lung cancer in non smoking adults. It's not only a case of in adults, but what about the kids? What about the children? What about the teenagers? How they are being attracted with the bad habits. It's we who are responsible for the making of this beautiful world. How we can protect them, how we can make them realize that they are protected in the world where we are living. Are they? Think of all these things. Just make up your mind and think that are really these things involved in our society? Globally, nearly 25% of all deaths and the total disease burden can be attributed due to the environmental factors. It is the environment who is bringing the cure, and who are bringing that is bringing the death. Environmental degradations occur, increase in the sophistication of technology enabling natural resources natural resources to be quickly degraded quickly and efficiently. Previously, it used to take hours just to cut down only using saws. But now, what had happened? We are having such a beautiful technology that cut 100 trees in just 1 hour or at once. Is this a technology, or is this a destruction of our nature? Is this we are bringing development into our society, or is this what we are destroying society? We are destroying our nature. Because of this cutting of the trees, a simple thing, we need a paper, and for the utilization of the paper, what we used to do, we cut trees. And when we cut the trees, what happened? A rapid increase in population that is now decreasing. How this can be decreased only? This can be only decreased when we can bring an environment, the green environment. But for that, again, we have to take this thing that what things are important and what things are not important, which actions should be taken, and how they can be taken. What are the substitutes? Now we are having technologies. There is no use of paper that much. But we have to make a policies to manage this thing. We have to take some measures to manage this thing. The current number of 7.132 billion human consume many natural resources, different natural resources around us. We are using it, we are consuming it. But that is bringing, that is the inappropriate utilization of those natural resources can bring environmental degradation. The cultures of consumerism, a very important topic for the businessman or the business students. We always used to that consumerism is we have to be according to the demand of our consumers, whatever they need, whatever they want. But to satisfy the needs and the demands of the consumers, we used to forget this thing that how much disaster they are bringing to the nature. As for example, materialistic views leads to the mining of gold and diamonds to produce jewelry, unnecessary commodities for human life or advancement. We used to think that if we are digging the mines, if we are digging different places to bring up the gold or diamonds, do you feel that it is bringing an advancement? Or do you think that it is important to secure those places so that we can have our culture, we can have a beauty of the world, beauty of the nature? Excessive demand often leads to conflict due to intense competition. It is not only one thing that is bringing the environmental degradation. There are several aspects. There are consuming aspects, there are environmental, societal, economical. Everything has one. The As I've said before, that it's an action of one individual who is having an impact on the other factors as well. Obviously, if the consumer are going to demand of any of the thing, the different organization will try and capture. They want that consumer to be with them, but it is again what that all competition is bringing. Is that competition will be called a healthy competition, or what happens? We have seen so many things that the organizations move ahead into a monopoly or oligopoly. But again, environment. The most important thing is that to satisfy the consumer, organizations never think that what drastic changes they are bringing to the climate. Non-equitable distribution of the resources is the most worst thing that is bringing apart, that I'm going to discuss in my next slide, that these non-equitable distribution of resources are enhancing the issues of poverty, the issues of pollution, the issues of erosions, the issues of uh, depletion. There are so many things. Why we are not thinking, why we are not planning for the future, why we are just thinking whatever is at present and we have to be with that present. We are not thinking that what will happen if we are going to be on the other side. Means we just look forward just one side of a coin and we always forget the another side of the coin. We always forget the consequences. Now, coming to the next slide, that belongs to the adverse effect of environmental degradation.
Dear knowledge seeker, for some technical problem, we cannot connect our speaker. Please wait some time. We hope our speaker will rejoin with us within few minutes. Thank you.
Disconnect. Okay.
Hello,
I'm so
ma'am.
sorry. Hello, I'm so sorry.
No,
I was
ma'am.
not knowing that I got.
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay, ma'am. Ma'am, please share your presentation.
Sure. Just do guide me, dear.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me the top point at which I was just? Uh, can I? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Everything is visible. You and also your presentation.
Thank you so much. Was I discussing this topic because I was just discussing it?
Yes, ma'am. Carry on. Everything is okay.
Uh, th- Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, coming with this one, sorry for the interruption. As again, it's a technology, we cannot control it. Uh, Though, coming back to this one, that adverse effect of environmental degradation, the health issues that we are having, and the productivity that has been effective, even in humans, even in plants, even in animals, we can see a drastic uh, destructions all around. The water pollution, the excessive smoking indoors, the air pollution, solid and hazardous waste we are having all around us, the soil degradation that reduces the nutrition for poor farmers on depleted soil and increases susceptibility to drought. Deforestation and flooding leads to death and disease, increased erosions, and reduced carbon sequestration. Reduced biodiversity reduces new drug and genetic resource potential. In the past, we have seen this thing that the people around us, the farmers, they used to have so many beautiful animals with them. They used to have so many productive herbs. They used to be in their home. But now what? Now we are living in the world where we are just having such a drastic changes. We are thinking that we have become modern, but unfortunately we haven't become modern, but we are becoming a person that has been getting into some chain of being modernization. But unfortunately, again, that is disturbing our environment, and that is disturbing our health as well as the productivity. There are so many animals, there are so many plants, even we human beings are suffering with so many such diseases that belongs to the genetic issues and which need to be cured. Otherwise, as I have said, that uh, it will be there will be no chance of getting all those beautiful things back again. Now, coming with this one, that effects of environmental degradation, we can see the water pollution all around us, the aqua depletion that we are having, without thinking, without identifying this factor, that how much water we should manage, or how much uh, water level should be there in a land. We just move ahead with the water pumping to manage in the villages, to manage our farms, or to manage the utilization of our factories, to manage the needs of our mills. We just uses it. We just take out the water without thinking that how much aquifer depletion it is bringing, increased runoff and flooding forms. This is because of the worst climate changes that can be seen that have been seen all around the world. Land cleared to grow crops. We used to think that we can by doing a land clear we can get so many crops. But how this can be managed? What should be the policies? How can we can manage them? Sediment pollution for erosion, how we can manage the issues of the things, because it's only the god who can manage this environment. When the natural things or the natural minerals take away from one part to the another. This is how we have learned about the how the flowers get into, or how the plants grows into such areas where they are because they get into stuck into the uh, foot of beautiful pigeons or the birds, and they travel from one place to the another place. This is how they get generated. This is how they take place. In the same way, the erosion that has been taken place, what are the measures that we are taking, and how this sediment pollution can be controlled with the passage of time. This all needs to be managed. The worst thing that identification or in the modernization, and when we are talking about the development, technological development, are we thinking that what disasters we are bringing in the shape of the minerals that we are taking out from our soil, but just we are doing the farming, but how we need a production, we need the production to satisfy our consumers, but how this consumption can be maintained, how this production can be maintained, why we are bringing the artificial things to bring a natural thing out. This is bringing a disaster in every place, that is doing the loss of fertility, waterlogging, literalization. In future time period, it has been said by some of the psychologists that the time is coming. Though it was a time when I've read this thing, but now the time has came that only one part of our brain is working, that is only connected to the one thing. We have lost our multidimensional qualities. We have lost this factor that how we can manage it, how we can use our brain properly. We are just focused on one thing that is related to the technology. What about the other factors? We are just using that part of our brain that is important with the technology, that is related to the technology. But what about the other factors? Coming with this again, the air pollution, pollution from the pesticide spray, utilization of fossil fuels, the greenhouse gases. We used to think that we are generating, we are getting, we are bringing an advancement, we are doing the development, but unfortunately we are not doing so. The other air pollutants from fossil fuels that has been generated into the air can are bringing so many diseases around the society. How our youngsters, the upcoming generation is getting addicted of all these things. They are getting so much weakened, their immune system is getting so much weaker. We need to be addressed, these things need to be identified. The biodiversity from clearing grasslands and forests. We only have the forest, but we are destroying the nature which is important for us. Fish kills from pesticides runoff, killing of wild predators to protect livestock, loss and degradation of habitat. Obviously, when we will go against to the nature, it will obviously move ahead. It will affect to the part of the life that is really very important. For example, if we are going to lose the forest, it's not only the forest that we are losing, we are losing the nature, we are losing the important thing God has gifted us, but we are not thinking on those things. Loss of genetic diversity from replacing thousands of wild crops. It was once upon a time that we used to have so many precious things. The people used to use different crops. They used to have different species of the plants that can be used for the cure of any of the disease. But now we just want a tablet so that we can get cured. We don't feel that by drinking some kevas or by drinking some natural tea, we can get reduction of this simple cold or cough. But we just move ahead into that modern thing that we need some sort of medicine and then we will be fine. The worst condition of the human health can be easily seen everywhere. As I have discussed, that what high ratio of cancer is normal now. It's once upon a time we used to think that from thousands of people, some of the people can get the disease of cancer, but now it is becoming normal. The small kids are suffering from the blood cancer. They are suffering from the lungs cancer because of not getting the proper environment, the natural resources which are their important factor, which are their important need. The nitrates in the drinking water, and we are having nothing without using it. We don't have any other choice. We have to use that. Pesticide residues in food, air, and water, bacterial contaminations of meat, contamination through livestock waste, not thinking that what can be the proper utilization of these things without using that wastage, without thinking that where to put them, how to secure them, or how to waste them. We can see in the underdeveloping countries that none of the measures has been taken by them, anyone. I'm not talking about any particular person. It is not the responsibility of anyone else. It is the responsibility of ourselves. It's a responsibility of mine. It's a responsibility of yours to be interacted with this era. What are the causes of environmental degradation? Why this environmental degradation has been happening? Because of the overconsumption, because of the overpopulation, because of the technological and industrial factors, aquifer depletion, mining, erosion. We used to consume the things, we used to go into the marts, we used to go into the malls without thinking this factor that how we either we need it or not. We do the overconsumption of the things. We used to waste so many things around us. The population of the technological things like so many cars around us that is creating so much air pollution. But again, we are not taking any measures related to this one. Well, I need 5 minutes break. I hope you can understand this thing.
Okay, ma'am, no issue. We are waiting. After completing the prayer, we will again start our presentation.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for the wait. Yes. Coming back to this one, that irrigation.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry,
Now you
bad
are
connection
visible.
today.
No, ma'am, it's okay. Actually, the thing is, we can see you, but your slide is changing here. That's why we
Okay.
knock you again.
Okay. Am I back in the
Okay, ma'am.
show?
Yes, ma'am. Everything is okay, so you can carry on, ma'am.
Okay. So, well, coming with this one, you can use your voice to become impactful and practical, sustainable living component by by giving vote to those who have challenging status quo that can bring your voice, that can making positive environmental and social change, that can demand better from our leaders in power, and vote with your dollar by supporting those that are making difference. Renewable energy by saying no to the fossil fuels, by not creating or by not extracting out not only that destroys the planet but also uh, when they are burned they bring the dirtiness and the carbon dioxide emissions. The benefit of renewable energy can bring both environmentally and economically. It make it one of the biggest sustainable living solution. The most impactful action there is to research renewable energy providers in your country, city, and make the switch from for your home energy. Also, if you can encourage your workplace to do the same. Organic and regenerative farming. To a large extent, organic food is grown without the use of chemical pesticides and herbicides. It's not only better for you, but much better for the environment as well. In fact, inorganic farming is one of the leading cause of biodiversity loss, which need to be managed. Grow your own food. If anybody used to do a farming in their small garden at your place, even they can see this, they can feel it. That the potatoes that are being generated, that has been produced in their farms, that tastes so lovely. And it feels so good. Growing your own food using organic method not only greens urban spaces but also sequesters carbon, makes cities greener, increases biodiversity, and reduces food travel miles. Food waste, the most ridiculous problem facing by humanity and should be easily resolved. As a consumer, we can massively reduce food waste in the home with better planning, preserving, and freezing food. Finding creative ways of using food scraps, composting, and growing your own food. Additional, buying products from the supermarket that are close to expiry helps prevent them from going straight to landfill. There are several daily practices worldwide are rooted in our society that respect for the natural environment. They can prove to be invaluable in our fight against the climate change or the environmental degradation. Some of the examples are Japan's furoshiki underlines reusing wrapping cloth. Furoshiki, originated around 710 BC, is a square-shaped Japanese traditional wrapping cloth that is eco-friendly and used for wrapping gifts, carrying goods, or as a decoration. The reusable furoshiki is a sustainable alternative to traditional plastic wrapping papers. We can use these things. We can adopt these faith. We can have these ones. Sweden's Lagom philosophy of just right. Lagom encourages a balance in life where every good is consumed in exactly the right amount. In the Lagom way of life, one learns not to waste anything because the amount taken is always balanced. And obviously, it can help us also to have a balance in our life. This philosophy of just right can go a long way to save our scarce resources, feed, and quench the thirst of mind. Morocco's Astor is saving fruit trees in home gardens. Astor is an Amazigh word referring to the practice of building small circular or square enclosures with stones or branches in order to protect fruit trees in home gardens. In extremely hot climates, Astro provides shade for vegetation and increased soil humidity. This practice of Astra protects sapling in grazed areas, helping promote reforestation. Alternative to energy intensive practices are common to the Asian countries like Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan. Sun drying of clothes and hand washing dishes reduces the need of energy intensive dryers and dishwashers, respectively, though it also saves the energy. Recycle and reuse is evident from common Asian household practices. Most households store and reuse bags, bottles, jars, and other items. I used to remember that our grandparents used to, our grandmother used to make the old clothes are often repurposed for often old saris are sewn together as beautiful quilts. Rugs are made from old blankets, doormats from jute sets. Though now we have become modern, but unfortunately, again, it's a time that we should recycle ourselves. Netherlands bikes are fighting pollution in the road. Dutch citizens have incorporated sustainable transportation into their daily routines. The Netherlands has more bicycles per capita than any other country in the world. The country has 33,000 kilometers dedicated to cycling infrastructure, which makes it easy for cycling, thus promoting further uptake of sustainable transportation. But we never do this. Across the country, like India and Bangladesh, street and public food joints continue to serve food in plant based biodegradable utensils like celery leaves and tea in a clay pot like kulhat. O Power of the US is reducing wasteful energy consumption. O Power sends home energy reports which compare the energy consumption of the households with similar households. Now, what this report makes from 2007, 11 billion kilowatts are being saved due to just this O Power policy. Why can't we have these policies are in our own life? Our lives are governed by our choices. The pandemic has showed us that we are intricately bound to others. No man is an island. We are for each other and we make a society for each other. Today, we humanity are hurtling in a direction we must stay away from as fast as possible. It's a time to speak up. It's a time to be with someone. It's a time to be together, to stand for our nature, so that our upcoming generation can enjoy every beautiful thing of this world that has been made by God. Well, thanks for today. This is all I want to discuss. Over to you. Thank you so much, IGP.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was your only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, dear ma'am, for your
Thank
presentation.
you so much.
Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP
Sure.
knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to learn from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, ma'am. Welcome back, also our participants. Ma'am, our
Thank you.
first question is from me. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dr. Sadi Anwar. How can we help save the environment from climate change? Thank you.
Now, this is very simple. The most important thing that we must have a greenery around us. We have stopped to be remain with the nature. We are getting involved in different things. We are getting involved into the technology, but we have lost to have even a single plant in our own home. If we move ahead and see around, that what has been happening, as for example, I've given one example that we are now living in the flats, we are not having the open air homes, and we used to lock ourselves into that home. By remaining connected with that environment, it can you can manage yourself and you can save the environment from the climate changes. To use the natural, it has been said that whatever you are going to use, it will eventually, it will reciprocally affect the nature. But we have stopped using the nature, and that's why what we are doing, for example, we don't go on the footsteps. We move ahead. We used to use different transports. Even as I've said, that Netherlands bikes, they used to use the bikes, and they're controlling their climate change. So they are not using any transport that is having a air pollution, that is interacting with their nature. So by applying all these things, we can easily save our environment. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, our next question is from Jai. Good evening. As an individual, how can we assure ourselves to always do the green program? Because sometimes it is real disappointing seeing people doing the other way.
Okay. Jay, it is very normal to get demotivated. It is a normal human nature. But it is where we have to control. When we are going to control our emotions, obviously we can manage the things. It is the environment that is giving the negative impact on us. We used to get the negative vibes because we are not interacted into the nature. When we are will be interacted into the nature, it will obviously give a positive vibes. When you would be having the positive vibes, you can know that how much you can manage your emotions, you can easily control with these things. And there is no need to get disappointed. People used to do different things. It is you who can control yourself. And when we can get control with ourselves, we can promote the things which we like. At this moment, what we are doing in the society, we used to adopt the things which we don't like, but we used to do it because our society needs it, because our friends need it, or the environment or the workplace which that is needing it. But we can make the policies, we can try our level best. There's always a hope. We should not leave that hope. This is simple. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, our next question is from Jordan. Good evening, ma'am. How important is it to take care of our environment?
Oh my god, this is the most important thing that I'm discussing from the last 1 hour. Without having an environment, you can see that you can be easily get into different uh, diseases. So it is better to make yourself hygiene, because if you wouldn't be having a beautiful nature around you, beautiful environment around you, you won't be able to live properly or to grow properly. It will eventually affect your personality as well. You become ill, you will not feel well. So it is very much important to take care of the environment around us, because if we are not going to breathe the proper air around us, this air pollution or any type of pollution can bring worse conditions to our health and to our lives. If we want to live healthy, it is important to take care of our environment. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you so much, ma'am. 1 second. Thank you so much, Honorable Ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add
Thank you.
some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new day. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Sure. Thank you.
Honorable Ma'am, before we move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I would like to thanks once again to the IGP and you as a host. Thank you so much for helping me so much and guiding me. And thanks, IGP, to be with me and to give me a chance so that I can contribute my knowledge in this society, and we can have a great society all together. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, everyone.
You are most welcome, ma'am. See you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear participant, today our webinar topic is Lifestyle for Environment and the code is IGP2001 and the code is IGP2001. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime. How to claim an e-certificate? Go to www.eduigp.com, click sign in, login if you already have an account or create a new account if you are new. Once login, click free webinar, select the webinar title and click continue course, get enrolled. If you haven't enrolled yet, type the code in your certificate code box, click get your certificate. It's auto downloaded in PDF file already. Just check it in your file manager or download folder. Don't forget to leave a review in our FB page website and in Google. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the quiz, online quiz competition. To join online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Go to www.slido.com and find today quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. Quiz code is even, EVEN, even. After a short video, we will start our quiz competition. Please join in Slido with code and the code is even. Please join Slido with code and code is even. Please join Slido with code. Code is even. Please join Slido with code. The code is even. Dear participant, please join Slido with the code and the code is even. Already 33 people joined with us. So we are going to start our quiz competition with 33 people. Our first question is, a suitable environment for makeup application would be option 1, low lighting with warm temperature, option 2, good lighting with adequate ventilation and temperature. Option 2, good lighting and adequate ventilation and temperature is the right answer and 85% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Danish is holding the first position after completing our first question. Our second question is, there are dash benefit of a healthy lifestyle for teens. Option 1 6, option 2 5. Five is the right answer and 20% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Marvelous is holding the first position after completing our second question. Our third question is, keeping yourself in a positive environment is not essential for a healthy lifestyle. Option 1 true, option 2 false. Option 2 false, the right answer and 89% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Flammy is holding the first position. Our fourth question is, a trait that one is not born with but that is gained due to lifestyle or environment. Option 1, inherited trait. Option 2, accurate trait. Option 2, accurate trait is the right answer and 92% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Flami is holding the first position after completing our fourth question. Our fifth question is, which of these has an unstable environment? Option 1, one skill. Option 2, closed skill. Option 1, open skill. Option 2, closed skill. Option 1, open skill is the right answer and 23% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Charlene is holding the first position after completing our fifth question. Our sixth question is, risk factors for poor mental health are genius with we inherited lifestyle balance of chemicals in our body and environment. Option 1 true, option 2 false. Option 1 true is the right answer and 74% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Leah is holding the first position after completing our sixth question. Our seventh question is, the two types of external environment are option 1 macro and operating, option 2 customs and comparator. Option 1, macro and operating is the right answer, and 38% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Jondal is holding the first position after completing our 7 question. Our 8th question is, what effect would a sedentary lifestyle have? Option 1, good muscle tone and skin tone. Option 2, muscle tone would be poor due to lack of exercise. Option 2, muscle tone would be poor due to lack of exercise. Right answer, and 66% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Journal is holding the first position after completing our 8th question. Our 9th question is, healthy lifestyle choice include option 1, avoiding drugs, tobacco, and alcohol. Option 2, exercising, healthy diet, getting enough sleep, avoiding drugs. Exercising, healthy diet, getting enough sleep, avoiding drugs is the right answer, and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Jordan is holding the first position after completing our 9th question. Our last and final question of this session. One lifestyle factor suggests being physically active for at least dash minute a day. Option 1, 60. Option 2, 40. Option 1, 60 is the right answer, and 66% people are right here. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end live button, once again, two thanks to all IGP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Thank you.